Now, welcome back once again to my channel, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please support me by subscribing just in case you are here for the first time. And also, don't forget to press that notification bell so that every time I upload a video on this platform, YouTube will automatically send you the notification. And to my returning subscribers, I also want to really appreciate you so much, guys, for your continued support. So feel very much welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And in this video, I just want to be very much brief enough simply because of time. And let us go straight into our critical analysis for today. So President William Samoei Ruto, immediately he took over power as the official president of Kenya. William Ruto had very good intentions to Raila Odinga on strengthening the opposition side. And just as I have always maintained on this platform, that being in the opposition is not a bad thing, because that is actually a position which is highly recognized by the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya. And that is why, up to date, I've never understood on why Raila Odinga feels very much ashamed being in the opposition, and he does not feel comfortable being in the opposition. And Raila Odinga has always wanted to be brought in to the ruling government so that he can be given a position. But this time round, I want to congratulate President William Samoei Ruto for being so much firm and never to allow the opposition to be in the ruling government. So William Ruto came up with some very meaningful proposals to amend the constitution and to come up with a very powerful office of the opposition. And the main objective that William Ruto wanted to achieve by doing this, his intentions were not to offer Raila Odinga a job in his government, because I saw at some point that Raila Odinga, together with some Azimio leaders, rejecting and rebuking William Ruto on that move, saying that Raila Odinga is not ready to be offered a position in William Ruto's government and to be offered more powers in the opposition. But William Ruto, his intentions was to strengthen the opposition so that to make Raila Odinga's work easier in the opposition side, to provide the oversight and to play his roles and the duties as the official opposition leader. So what William Ruto was proposing by then is that he wanted to come up or to structure the office of the opposition leader, because currently Raila Odinga, being the opposition leader, he does not have an office. And according to the Constitution of Kenya, the opposition leader must have an office. Currently, Raila Odinga, anytime he wants to address his supporters, the Azimio supporters, he will always address them during funerals and in some meaningless rallies and some political demonstrations, so that he can address his supporters. But Raila Odinga should have an office. That is what President William Samoei Ruto was proposing, which is not bad. And secondly, William Samoei Ruto was also proposing that Raila Odinga, in that office, powerful office of the opposition, Raila Odinga will now have powers to appoint his deputies, 2 deputies actually. Raila Odinga does not have a deputy opposition leader. Who is the deputy opposition leader for Raila Odinga between Kalonzo and Martha Karua? None of them. But according to the Constitution, if these amendments were to be made and that bill to be brought to Parliament so that it can pass, Raila Odinga would currently be having the deputy opposition, so that Raila Odinga, whenever he goes to a function outside Kenya, other allies or other leaders of the opposition will now take over. Whenever the leader is out, automatically somebody cannot automatically make himself a leader and try to lead people. People will not allow that to happen. So Raila Odinga should be having a deputy opposition leader. And thirdly, Ruto was proposing that the ruling government, the Kenya Kwanza Alliance government, would fund the office of the opposition leader. William Ruto would have allocated a certain amount of money to the treasury so that they can fund the office of the opposition, so that the office of the opposition should not remain broke, yet it has to carry out the daily the duties or the responsibilities of providing oversight of the ruling government. So Raila Odinga must be having money, not from his pocket, not borrowing from endorsement and people to boost his political rallies and whatever. Raila Odinga should be allocated money in the opposition by the treasury or by the ruling government. That was actually what President William Samoei Ruto was proposing. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, Raila Odinga, being Raila, he decided to reject all of this, saying that it does not require anything from President William Samoei Ruto. Reason being that in him, he strongly believes that he actually defeated President William Samoei Ruto in the previous 2022 general election, and he should be the president of the Republic of Kenya. Now, because he rejected, President William Samoei Ruto is always a very shrewd politician and also a leader. So he had to come out with Plan B. And William Ruto has already kicked off some few amendments that he will present to the Parliament. And I know that this time round, this bill or this amendment proposed by William Ruto will actually pass in Parliament, simply because William Ruto has the majority. He has the supporters there, so it will automatically pass. But in William Ruto's intentions this time around, the way I've looked at that proposal, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that William Ruto is on the move to humiliate, to downgrade, and to demote Raila Amolo Odinga. The reason I'm saying this is because in the recent proposals by William Samoei Ruto, he's saying that Raila Amolo Odinga will now be the minority leader in Parliament. And Martha Karua, who was his running mate, will become the minority leader in the Senate. Now imagine a situation whereby Raila Amolo Odinga is in Parliament as the minority leader, together with Babu Owino, together with somebody like this guy from Eldoret, Oscar Sudi, sharing the same Parliament with Raila Amolo Odinga. Isn't that humiliating Raila Odinga? It's better off to be in the opposition and a very strong opposition leader, instead of being in Parliament, being asked questions by the parliamentarians, somebody like Oscar Sudi asking Raila Odinga questions to answer in Parliament. And secondly, remember that, and I don't think that Raila Odinga will actually accept these proposals by William Ruto. Even if it will pass, it will be passed in Parliament. And remember that also, Raila Odinga is currently an AU, African Union High Representative on infrastructure and development in entire Africa. So then, in that position, and in Kenya, in Africa, he is the senior most position leader, and in Kenya, he is the minority leader in Parliament. That was my analysis for today, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what you think concerning this issue. What's your opinion on this? Do you support William Samoei Ruto's these amendments? Because Justin Muturi, who is the AG, was the one who presented these proposals made by William Samoei Ruto, and he has already unveiled some plans to kick off the bill to be presented by the Parliament. And remember that, just as I had said it earlier, William Samoei Ruto has the majority, so that will automatically pass. Let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below, ladies and gentlemen, and also let us wait on what will happen at Jacaranda Stadium tomorrow. I will follow up on the matter, and I'll be giving you the updates, the political updates during that rally. And just as I had said in previous video, that I expect that rally, the turnout will be huge because of the mobilization which is currently there. and all those, the advertisement was good. So, but the question that I've always asked myself, for how long will Raila Odinga hold these demonstrations? Will he be tired? Will he go broke? Because coming up with a rally like that, it requires a lot of money. Will his sponsors defect? Now, let us wait and see. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, my name is Json.